Who's going to be first today?
Huh?
Who's going to be first to class today? Janika. Hey, Janika, how you doing, darling? That dish came out amazing last week. Thank you for joining. Welcome back. No. What's up, Toya? Right on time. Holly, welcome. I see you're cooking this week. Thank you. What's up, H? How many people are you cooking for tonight? Clarissa, you ready? Hey, Mika. Let's get it on. Let's have a great dinner tonight. What's going on, Carl? Letitia, welcome back. Sounds like you're enjoying yourself and having fun. Oh, Holly's ready. What's going on, Markel? Uh-oh, Mom, you cooking this week? What's going on, Ethan? What's up, bro? Talisha, what's up? Welcome. Didn't miss anybody. King Rob, what's going on, brother? Sheena, you're blessing with your presence today? Guys, make sure you preheat your ovens to 350. Make sure your oven is preheated to 350. Oh, Talisha not cooking? Well, can't wait to see your dish when you make it this weekend. What's going on, Tiffany? How are you? No, Sheena, the pleasure is all mine. You got your own chef at home, so I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Let's make sure that oven's on 350. I got 2 saute pans. I got a sauce pot. Miss Howard, welcome. I do have a baking dish so we can cook our enchiladas in. I got my mise en place ready right here. What's going on, Candace? This is my enchilada sauce prep. And then my vegetables that I didn't cut yet because I'm kind of lazy, so I'll just do it during class. I hope all of y'all have already done your prep steps. I got my basmati rice cooked off, my marinated chicken. Oven is preheated on 350. And once again, 1 sauce pot, 2 skillets, 2 saute pans, and a baking dish for your enchiladas as well. 2 mixing bowls ready to go. Uh-oh, Candace, you ready? You cooking this week as well? I'm excited. Should be a nice, fun, easy class if you follow the prep steps. Might get a little busy. What's going on, Justin? But as always, you can always say wine break or slow down. Answer any questions you may have. If you feel like your dish is not to where it needs to be, we'll answer some questions and get you back in there. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Nikki. We're about to get started in just a second. Once again, make sure your ovens are preheated to 350. 1 sauce pot, 2 pans, and a baking dish. Uh-oh, we got some new faces. What's going on, Nakia? Auntie Kim, welcome. I enjoy cooking with you guys. I appreciate it. This is nothing but fun, and I enjoy Wednesday nights. Always something to look forward to. Yeah, we'll give it about 1 more minute. We got some late joiners. Make sure everybody gets their oven preheated. And let's go ahead and get our first pan. Let's go ahead and turn it to medium high. What's going on, Caduce? Hey, Sharakia. Nikki, I have one sauce pot. I have 2 pans, 2 skillets, and I have a non-stick baking dish or just a baking dish for our enchiladas. Mr. Robinson is watching everybody. Please, guys, go ahead and like and share this before we get started. Let's bring more the merrier. Let's make it a great cooking class. Let's get everybody in here. Show off what we've been doing. What's going on, Evan? Don't you got some Warzone wins to be getting? Oh, Lord, here he goes. All right. If y'all are ready, I'm ready.
That's my cue.
So remember, guys, let's get our first pan on medium-high heat. We're here with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to take our marinated chicken. And I purposely didn't give you all the ingredients for your marinade because I wanted this to be your dish. And as you see, we always lay stuff away from us. So we're gonna give this chicken a nice sear, about 6 to 7 minutes on both sides. We're gonna finish it in the oven. And then once that's done, we're gonna pull it out and slice it so we can go ahead and make our enchiladas and get them in the oven. Make sure you get a nice sizzle on your chicken. And if your breasts are exceptionally thick, probably over 2 inches thick, it's going to take you a little bit longer. Once again, your heat should be on medium-high. We want that great sear, good color, lock in those flavors. And so because I'm already behind, while we are searing our chicken, I'm going to make my enchilada sauce. And if you've already made your enchilada sauce, you can go ahead and put that into your sauce pot, and we'll keep that on low heat. So for my enchilada sauce, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 can of fire roasted tomatoes, 1 can of chipotles and adobo sauce. And yes, this sauce has a little bit of a kick, but when you eat Mexican, it's supposed to be that way. And for those who found this sauce too spicy, you can add a little bit more tomato sauce to it, or add some more chicken stock to kind of cut it down. Add half a teaspoon of dried oregano, half a teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1 cup of chicken stock. And yes, guys, I am using a dry measuring cup for my liquids. I'm sorry. I know better. And I'm just going to blend that for about a good minute. And as you can see, we're getting a good sear on that chicken. good crust, locking those flavors in. Now we're gonna flip it and do about another 6 minutes on this side as well. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. How's your chicken looking? You got good color on it?
Lots of thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs up. So I'm gonna take my enchilada sauce, pour it right in my sauce pot.
We got it raw.
Oh, it still should be raw. We're gonna finish it in the oven.
Yeah, Holly said her chicken is thick. She hasn't flipped hers just yet.
Gotta get that going, Holly, so we get that filling made. Like I said, 6 minutes on each side. And then for those with really thick breast, I'll give you a little trick right here. On the bottom side, and that's the side away from the skin side. Your breasts are too thick. Once you get a good sear, you can take it and kind of cut it open a little bit. Basically scoring the bottom side of that. And that'll help with the cooking procedure by allowing more heat to get to the middle of the breast faster. So for scoring the bottom side of that chicken. And then, as you can see, now the heat will get to that chicken a little bit faster on the inside. So that'll speed up the cooking process if you have really thick breast. Do you smell that marinade? Does it smell good? Should be amazing. So I'm gonna take my limes that I had in my marinade. Let's get some more flavor that I want to have. So add it right in here. The juice. And that way we're still adding more flavor while sitting in the oven. And once you feel like you got a good sear on the bottom side as well, as you can see, that nice and juicy, a good sear on both sides. It's starting to thicken up. Just gonna place that in the oven. And let that cook till it's probably medium well, because we are gonna slice it thin and add that to our mixture. So it's gonna continue to cook once we add this to our vegetables. So while you guys are finishing up your...
What do you mean, is that a line? I don't quite understand the question. I don't have an oven pan. Then you might have to transfer it to a pan that will go into the oven.
Yeah. Some prep over here.
Oh, is that a lime? Yes, that was, thank you for that. Yes, that was the lime from his marinade.
Correct.
That he had in the bag with the marinade. And he just took it out and put it in there with the chicken. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give you guys plenty of time to finish up your chicken and get that in the oven. And once it's in the oven, we're looking at about 7 to 8 minutes. Mine is in. And while you're still cooking, I am just gonna do some prep work that I didn't do already. Just gotta dice my onions real quick. Yeah.
Thanks, Produce. Said you have skills.
I'm trying, man. You know, it's hard to watch food. YouTube all day and learn these recipes real quick and try to give it to you guys, you know. That was a joke.
Is the sauce cooking?
Yes. So sauce is cooking. Cutting my onion. So the onions, garlic, corn, cilantro, and jalapeno is gonna be part of the filling. So
He did not pour the marinade over the chicken, but could they do it if they wanted?
yes. So now I'm just gonna cut my jalapenos. I do want the seeds. If you seeded your jalapeno, that's no problem either. This dish is gonna be plenty spicy.
Hi, Shayla. Oh, Lord, I think I just put a pan in the oven that isn't supposed to be in there.
Uh-oh. Gonna siphon out my cilantro.
Holly, maybe you can grab it.
You can grab it out.
Switch it.
Just switch it to usually a non-stick pan. It's pretty good. You know, most pans are oven safe. It just depends on what you're using.
Is there a way that they would know?
Just by the material. If it's got rubber handles, you definitely can't.
Oh, so if it has a rubber handle, it's a no. But
Yes.
like ours that has the metal handle, it's fine.
Yes. And then they can conduct heat. It's safe. All right. So I shifted my cilantro. I'll save that for later. Scraps. We got my lime. I'm gonna roll that. Grab our corn.
This part of the prep, guys, I think it should already be done.
Correct.
Chef is just behind a little bit.
Just giving you guys time to catch up.
Holly says she has the extinguisher out just in case.
Bro, who cooked it?
She's cooking. You can put the pan in the oven.
All right. So once everybody has their chicken in the oven, we're gonna move on. Once again, your sauce should be on low.
Oh, it's a good thing that you're behind. We have quite a few that are behind, so it's a good thing that you're doing this to catch up.
Oh, yeah. For them. So the same thing, guys. Put your chicken in the oven. After about 3 or 4 minutes, actually we're starting to get clear liquids coming out. I'm just gonna flip it over. Just make sure we get both sides evenly cooked. And if you scored your chicken, you can start to see how it's cooking in the middle. So I can bend it better. So those thicker pieces will take a little bit longer. No problem. Like I said, this is pretty much all the cooking we're gonna be doing, besides sauteing our vegetables. All right, in our next pan, we're doing olive oil. We're gonna add in our diced red onions.
Now's the time for this. Check out his YouTube channel. He has all of his previous videos posted there. Lots of dishes that you can go on there and learn how to cook.
So I'm gonna cook our corn. We're at our corn in about a minute. Let the onion kind of cook down. Get some flavor. I'll show you this. So you should already have that. right? Once your onions,
Are the jalapeno? I think the jalapenos just kind of fell in.
they just gotta fill in. We're not adding them just yet, but
yeah,
they will be in there, so no worries. Make sure your enchilada sauce is on low. Just make sure we're not
we
sticking
need
to the
a
bottom.
wine break, chef.
Okay.
He's just gonna take his off the heat, y'all. For those that need a wine break to catch up. Let's skip that. He has his sauce back here. I think that's low. What is that, medium?
Low.
Low. Let's see. Got some questions here. Yeah, it should be okay, Holly. I think it's fine.
What's wrong?
How much corn? Nothing. I think she put her jalapenos in.
No worries.
T. Kim said take 2 glasses.
2 glasses. Brooke, we're gonna add about a cup of corn in just a second. But we're gonna slow down and let everybody catch up with their chicken. Yeah, Caduce. You got some good channels, a good channel with a lot of good recipes on there. Yeah, Holly, the jalapenos are already in. It's not going to affect anything. And the corn will be 1 cup to our onions in just a second. Let's go ahead and check on our chicken. Yeah, it looks good. Hey, you can hear him way down here? Thought it was just us, but yes, that is my son. He is mad because he's out of milk. Nikki, I just prefer frozen corn over canned corn, so if you did get frozen, it's okay. Just make sure you drain it really well, because we don't add any moisture to our enchilada filling. Hopefully everybody has their chicken at least in the oven and partially done. That enchilada sauce looks really well. And once again, if you feel like it's too thick or too spicy, you can add a little more chicken stock to thin it out. Nikki, it doesn't. Yeah, mine just came out of the freezer, so it's still technically frozen. It's gonna cook in the pan and just thaw out that way. So you can take it out now. Auntie Yvette, that's partially from the marinade and mostly from the chicken releasing the moisture. And a mixture of oil as well.
Is that Blake I hear? Yep, that was Blake.
So we're gonna get our onions back on the stove. I pull my chicken out, it's resting now. At this point, we're gonna add in a tablespoon of garlic, 1 cup of frozen corn. I should get all the residuals out of there.
Should the chicken be fully cooked at this point?
That's the idea, and if it's not, it could be even medium well. We're gonna shave it thin and add it to this mixture right here. That's gonna make our filling. So I just added a teaspoon of kosher salt.
I run almost, well, at least I was running. Now I've come back to work, but I run almost every day because of food like this.
Who is that?
Tammy, your auntie. Is the sauce cooking on low?
It is. So I just added seasoned pepper.
Oh, snap. Adrian joined you today.
A half a teaspoon of cumin.
Letitia, he'll repeat them once he gets everything in the skillet. I'll have him go through and repeat it for you.
2 tablespoons of cilantro.
Hey, Adrian.
And jalapenos is on your preference. That's about half of 1 jalapeno I just added. And we're just going to saute this to a fragrant. We don't want to overcook it. So, that was half of a red onion. Sauteed till translucent. That was a tablespoon of garlic. A cup of frozen corn. 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Jalapenos is your preference.
Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I wasn't pinning it in. All right, go ahead.
And then half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Half a teaspoon of cumin. And seasoned pepper to your taste. And once again, that smell should be amazing. Once you get to a good consistency, that garlic is cooked down. Then we will just cut it off and let it rest so we can slice our chicken. And I'll repeat the ingredients again. That was a half a red onion diced. 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. 1 cup of frozen corn. 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Jalapenos is your preference. Half teaspoon of salt and cumin. And then seasoned pepper to taste. Why is Brian screaming at the phone, Adrian?
He's saying hey to us like we can hear him.
Oh, he's speaking to us.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, brother?
I pinned the recipe or the seasoning at the top, y'all, so hopefully you'll see that. Okay, Holly, she put her chicken back in for a minute.
Okay. Let me give you a few seconds, let that chicken finish.
How is everybody else's chicken doing? Are y'all okay? Are y'all keeping up? Do y'all need a wine break?
All right, no wine breaks. Here we go.
I haven't heard anybody else.
So I'll take my first chicken breast. I'll bring it to my cutting board.
Okay, come over here.
You can use...
we got a wine break.
Uh-oh. All right.
A lot of folks, their chicken is still in the oven. Wine break. Thank you, Adrian. You're not cooking, though, so you don't need a wine break.
All right, we get a wine break down.
Omar said, what's an enchilada?
Enchilada is basically a wrapped or stuffed taco burrito that we're going to take. We're going to sauce it with a homemade red sauce. In this one we used chipotle peppers, a tomato sauce, dried oregano, chicken stock, and we're gonna top it with the sauce, cheese, and we're gonna bake it in the oven. So typically a Mexican style casserole is what we're gonna create using flour tortillas, our homemade stuffing right here that we're gonna fold in with this oven roasted chicken, and we still gotta make our cilantro lime rice, and we'll be good to go. So how is everybody looking? Check your chicken out. So that one's cut all the way through, and we're just gonna cut it real thin. And so you can use tongs. If that's too difficult, you can always just grab a fork and cut off the fork. But the idea is you want to cut it as thin as possible.
Well, Chef, I'm gonna let you cut this up and then.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna cut one. I'm gonna let everybody catch up real quick.
If y'all hear that in the background, if you are new to our show, we have two little ones, and they like to be seen and heard.
So go ahead and grab. What's going on, dear? Hey, Peanut. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Oh, Tammy, your fingers aren't gone. We talk about cutting every week. Hey, Monique. Welcome, welcome. And once we are shredding that chicken or slicing it very thin, we're going to add that to our mixture. What's going on, Brian? Why are you yelling at the phone? See, I said TV, guys, because hopefully we'll be on TV very soon. That's the goal. Well, stop eating your chicken, Nikki. We're trying to get that in our pan so we can make the rest of our enchiladas. Auntie Kim, if you're on a computer, you have to scroll all the way back to the top. I think that's what they said. I know, Adrian. I'm learning. Holly, how's that chicken, darling? We're getting to a good spot. Brian, y'all do Mexican. You should be cooking this with me. All right, guys, how we feeling? How we looking? Who's slicing? Holly's slicing. Okay, guys. We're making progress. Let's make sure we take our baking dish and we're going to lightly season it, oil it. If you have spray, that's fine. Just going to make sure nothing sticks. So lightly grease my pan. Just the first breast. Slice the rest of that chicken. And you want to make sure that you're cutting against the breast so it easily shreds and pulls apart. So you want to stand it vertical or perpendicular. Just make sure that it shreds easily when you cut it. So you're cutting against the grain, not with it. So we're going to take that and kind of make it smaller pieces so it's easily manageable. We're gonna add that to our mixture. Nikki, stop eating your chicken.
Brian said he can assist like we did for the no meat thing.
Right. And we'll put this back because I think we're good on filling. So once you have got your filling good, I'm going to take a ladle or half a cup and add that enchilada sauce to the bottom of my baking dish.
Letitia said, OMG, it's so good already.
Oh yeah. Once you make these enchiladas, you won't order them anywhere else. So, half a cup of sauce. Bottom of your baking dish.
Your mama said wine break, please.
Another wine break, got it. It's a little different when you're not actually drinking wine.
Right. We need wine.
Well, it's enchiladas, so I really wanted tequila, but...
We got margarita mix.
Shh, they can hear you.
I can't with you, Brian. Look at the steam. There's the filling.
Auntie Kim, did you ever find where we pinned the recipe or the ingredients?
He said we can hear you. I know. Nikki, you do too. What? You have margarita?
So for those who don't drink, guys, this is a cooking show at home, and we've all had long days, and you know, so we like to unwind as well. During
Shout out to the teachers.
Whoop whoop. Gotta love virtual learning.
Right.
All right. Remove that out of here. So one thing I did, besides making a mess, was add a half a cup of our enchilada sauce to the bottom of the baking dish. So the next step is we're going to take...
Question, can it be seasoned with margaritas?
See, there's certain things or certain questions that even as a chef you're not prepared for. You make your dish however you want to make that. I personally want to recommend that. No, don't.
Beans. Nikki, what? You said beans?
The black beans will be last, Nikki. Yes, we're going to kind of garnish our dish.
Oh,
with
okay.
that. So hold on, Nikki. So in our filling, we're going to add a cup of our cheese blend. So stir that in. So kind of help bind our mixture together. And this pan should be off. It should not be adding more heat. The heat from the chicken and vegetables should melt the cheese. All right. So now we're gonna take our flour tortillas.
How much chicken should we slice? I have 4 breasts.
If you cooked all 4, I would say, depending on how many you're feeding, start with 2. If you're feeding an army, go ahead and cut all 4. But I'm gonna save that last breast in this mixture, and this can make some really good burritos or tacos later as well.
That's Ollie. It also makes a really good fiesta salad.
For Healthy. So we're gonna take
For a healthy option, yeah.
a generous portion. I'll say about 1/3 of a cup of the filling.
About how much cheese did you add?
A cup.
Cup of cheese.
So approximately 1/3 of a cup of filling. All the way across the edge, built high. I'm gonna take the bottom side of my, let me see if I get, so I can't see bottom. So I'll make the bottom side, I'm gonna bring it over. And I'm gonna tuck it right behind the filling. And I'm gonna squeeze it all in nice and tight. And we're just gonna roll it over from there. So it should be nice and tight. You have a little bit of filling falling out, but you want it the same amount of filling all the way across. And we're just gonna tuck those in right into our baking dish.
Would it be okay to let a lid, I'm gonna try to read this right. I guess put a lid on it and let the steam from the lid melt the cheese.
No need. If it's not melting, that's fine. This is about to go in the oven, and it's gonna bake a little bit longer, so the cheese will melt. You don't need to add any more steps. Let's just go ahead and get this.
Clarissa, he put the cheese in the filling to help bind the filling. You want to?
No.
I'm not reaching over.
Once again, about 1/3 of a cup.
Nikki said, hurry, my chicken is going to be gone. Lord.
Well, you can make cheese enchiladas. Many people do it. Enjoy your chicken, darling. I'm glad you like it. So, filling down the middle, edge to edge. Bottom side, we're going to take and fold over. Tuck it under. Nice and tight. So we can do it this way. And then use my pinky, we're going to keep the filling in and we're going to roll it tight. We're going to take the seam and lay it at the bottom of the baking dish and repeat the steps. You have to see that. That's a weird angle. I think once we get off this channel, we're gonna make another batch. So we got plenty of filling. Remember, guys, we want to tuck it nice and tight. So I'm gonna get 6 into my pan.
What size pan is that?
That's a 9x9. Just make sure your chicken to vegetable ratio is the way you want it. Nice and tight. So we do it this way for you guys.
Kim, bring it to work.
That's Adrian.
Well, I'm sure it is, but it's Brian.
It's not as tight rolling in towards me. Still gonna cook the same. So this is my pan right here.
There it is. It's me.
We're gonna take another half a cup. We're gonna go right down the middle of our enchiladas. We're gonna go 1 more cup of cheese, mostly over the enchilada sauce, a little bit over the rest of the tortillas. And once you're at that point, we're going to throw it in the oven.
All right, show us a thumbs up, y'all, if y'all are keeping up, if y'all good. Got 1 thumbs up.
Okay. Good job, good job. We're almost done, guys. Keep pushing.
Still rolling. We need a wine break. No way will this be available right after. After the class, it's usually posted to his Facebook before he moves it over to the YouTube channel. So you'll probably at least have until the end of tonight.
Yes. For some reason, it tends to upload slow, so usually about a good 12. Probably about a morning time.
In case y'all couldn't tell, I'm smacking on the chicken as well. It's so good, y'all.
All right, the sous chef over here, the assistant is about to get sent out the kitchen.
What's your YouTube, chef?
The YouTube channel is Chef Ken Robinson, where we do all of our cooking channels. We do prep work. We have knife lessons and knife skills on there as well. And we are looking to start doing our cooking show with kids. So if there's any requests, any videos you'd like to see or learn, just send me a message and we'll make some videos for you guys. And we also have some requests to start doing some vegan dishes on the YouTube channel as well. So we'll start uploading some vegan recipes for those who are anti-meat.
Anti-meat? Really?
All right. For those who are feeling good, I'll give you about another minute. I know some of you guys said wine break.
You can get the co-host a margarita.
Okay, she gets rewarded after the show is finished. So we are going to season that same.
Thanks, Shrek. Yeah. It's also posted, Tamron, it's on his Facebook page as well. Bryant Edwards said, "What's up, chef?"
What's going on, Brian? How's it going, bud? Long time no speak.
Cheese after the sauce on top. Yes.
Yep.
He did a ladle of sauce across the middle, and then he put cheese right on top of that.
So this is what mine looks like.
He's taking it out for you. That's what it looks like, y'all.
So next we're going to start with our rice. We already get, and this is the same pan that I just removed my filling from. Just put it in a bowl to the side so we're not making too much of a mess. I just wiped it down.
How long in the oven?
10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. You just want to make sure that sauce is bubbling and that cheese is nice and melted. So 1 tablespoon of olive oil. medium heat. We're gonna add 1 cup of basmati rice to the pan. Add 1. That's 1. We're gonna do 2 cups for us. So I think this dish is gonna turn out really well. Two tablespoons of cilantro. So 2 cups of rice, 2 tablespoons of cilantro. The juice of 1 lime. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of chicken stock. Just enough to keep the pan moist. Sorry. So the rice doesn't stick to our pan. 2 cups of rice, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, 1/4 cup of chicken stock, juice of 1 lime. Just want to get that to heat up. We're going to season lightly with kosher salt. Seasoned pepper. Chicken stock.
Tell me again what the recipe is.
2 cups of rice, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, 1/4 cup of chicken stock, the juice of 1 lime, and then salt and pepper. Seasoned pepper if you have it. Always want to bring that back to temperature. Get it nice and hot. Third time I did that.
Tiffany, the rice is so good. What can I use other than the chicken stock?
If you have vegetable stock, that's fine. You can add a little bit of water. Or just cook it on really low and add a little more olive oil. Basically, the stock is just keeping it moist. Water should be perfectly fine. But the chicken stock is just keeping it from burning to the pan. And you can see I'm just constantly moving it back and forth. Just make sure it's evenly heated.
How do you keep your pans looking so good? Stainless steel is so hard for me to cook with. What could I be doing wrong?
It's depending on how we're taking care of it. All pans say, they say dishwasher safe, but depending on what chemicals or what type of detergent you're using, they tend to take some of the finish off of the pans, and so you don't get that non-stick finish that you use. Some materials that say non-stick are always non-stick. depending on the type of metal or what the pan is used for, and also how you season your pan. You know, type of oils you're using, what you're putting in it. Every pan can't cook everything, so you want to try to just have a mindset of what you're using each dish for, or each pan for. So even for me, when I seared my chicken, I used a really good nonstick pan rather than my stainless steel pans. These tend to stick a little bit more when it comes to searing and don't give that great color as well. So I wouldn't use these for searing. I'd use a nonstick pan or a cast iron skillet. And then I always just wipe it down with soap and water, dry it out, and that's how I wash all my pans. Never in the dishwasher. Don't want to allow it to mess it up. Alright, so we're going to get ready for our garnish right here. A beautiful dish. I still got cilantro left over, so that's perfect. I'm going to cut my green onions. So you want to lay it horizontal. I'm going to give it about a 45-degree turn. And we're just going to give it a nice bias cut. Yes, Auntie Kim, that means cutting at an angle. Nice, thin slicing. About 1/8 of an inch on a bias cut is what we would say. So we got our green onions. I just like to flip it back and forth. That way it gives you enough of the leaf for you to cut. Slide it up. We're gonna cut avocado. We'll go around the pit, rotate it, and then we're just gonna slice it really thin. And be careful because it's in your hand. If you don't feel comfortable that way, you could just lay it flat and score the inside this way. I can't even cut it like that.
Learning so many good cooking terms. Thank you so much. Great information, nephew. I only use Dawn and always hand wash.
Yep.
Good.
So then we're gonna take a spoon and we're just gonna scoop out slices of avocado that we just cut. Should fall right out. And then you can just lay it down. Oh, we didn't do that. Good job right there. So we have our cilantro, we have avocado, we have our scallions. Next we just need our seasoned green bean. I'm sorry, green beans, black beans.
Black beans.
Sorry, the kids ate green beans today. Rinse that. So on the black beans, it's just gonna be seasoned pepper, garlic blend, crushed red pepper, olive oil, and just a touch of kosher salt. Like I said, this is part of the garnish as well. Just gonna get that nice little toss.
There go that toss again, y'all.
We're ready to start plating. I'm gonna grab our enchiladas out of the oven. Cheese should be nice and melted. Got good color. Tortilla starting to crisp up a little bit around the edges. I'm not sure give it about a minute there.
Where's the beans, Clarissa?
Seasoned pepper, crushed red pepper, garlic blend, kosher salt, olive oil.
Did you get that?
Nikki, one more time for the beans. It was seasoned pepper, crushed red pepper, garlic blend, kosher salt, and olive oil. Did we lose everybody? I see people joining back in.
Ooh.
I bet y'all saying, well, you know, enchiladas can be so hard, huh? It's okay. It's only 8:30. And there's our enchiladas. Just gonna separate it. Just like that. Y'all's favorite part, guys. Enchilada sauce around the inside of the plate. We're gonna take our amazing cilantro rice. It's gonna lay it down like a nice bed. We're gonna take our enchiladas fresh out the oven. Right on top.
No, he didn't cook the beans.
That cilantro around the plate. Seasoned black beans. We're gonna do our a nice quenelle of or dollop of sour cream. Our avocado. And your scallions, guys. And there is our chicken enchiladas.
All right.
That's plate one. I'm gonna make another one because I know you guys are still kind of plating up and finishing up. So I'll make one more plate for you. We're gonna take our enchilada sauce again. We're gonna start on one edge of the plate. And we'll smear it all the way across. gonna take our rice. Same concept. We're gonna make a nice tight ball. We're gonna lay the enchiladas the opposite direction of the enchilada sauce. Cilantro. Seasoned black beans. Sour cream. Avocado. Scallions are on the plate. Never goes. We got lime left over. Just a nice little lime right there. All right, guys. I hope I kicked y'all's butt today. Told you it wasn't a lot of cooking. How are we looking? Hope everything turns out amazing. Please take a picture of your final dish, no matter how you plate it. Plate 1, plate 2, whatever your preference is. You know, make your plate, make it your own creation. Take a picture, post it, tag us in it. We like to kind of just look at your work, and we'll make a post at the end of the week and let everybody see what we'll be doing in our cooking class. So we thank you. We hope you enjoyed everything. Any questions or anything like that you need to know, send us a message. We'll follow up with you. And last but not least, guys, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to Chef Ken Robinson. Hit that red button, subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications every time we add a new post. If you enjoyed the class, if you like what we're doing, please leave us a tip on Cash App. Name is Chef Ken Rob. It should be on the screen. We thank you very much, and you have a great night.